Hello everyone to the last episode of Let's Play Dark Souls 3 Mage Edition. And since I have 110,000 souls and we're going into the final boss fight, I figure I'm going to use these souls to level up right here, right now. Because there's no time like the present, excuse me. Because, well, after this, the series is done, so let's get this over with. Not in a bad way, but, you know, I'm always one of those let's get to it kind of guys. Now, I don't think I'm going to need all the extra HP, but, I mean, at this point, it's what? Put 2 points in faith? That's not going to do anything for me right now in this fight. Vigor might. So let's do that. So, now that we're ready. We've gotten, I think, yeah, the music's still the same way. And we're going to go see ourselves the secret ending. Or rather, the most secret of the endings. Unless you count the one I got my first time as a secret ending. I don't because I was guided to it, but I think for most people it's a secret ending. The Dark Ruler or whatever it is. So, I might be invaded here, but to be fair, it's just a ramp. And if I can't run up a ramp before someone invades, I deserve to be invaded and killed. I don't think you can. No, you can't be invaded here. I was gonna say I don't think you can be invaded in this flame shrine, but had to see. You know, I never actually went and tried to. That's why. Like I said, I never really tried to go up. That would be why, because you cannot go up, sir. I'm really not sure why they put this here. I think it's supposed to be some kind of like, holy crap, man. But why couldn't you just like made a bridge? I guess the bridge would have been pretty long. But still, couldn't you just, like, made that all one area where that outside leads to that? Instead of making us go through another load screen. It's nitpicking, but it's something that could be optimized, in my opinion, in game design. But then again, I don't know game design, so don't listen to me. They never do, so I guess I'll just tell them not to. Seriously, there's no enemies up here except for the boss. If you get invaded here, just run. You can actually go inside the boss room. If you want to grief. I wouldn't do that, but if you want to grief, you can just like sit here and they can never do anything to you. Excuse me. So now, this fight, I've not fought him in quite some time. I'm a little worried because I don't remember his first phase. I remember his first phase was the hard phase. Is he walking towards me? I think he is. Or that's the fire right in front of him. It looks like he's walking, but I'm not so sure about his first phase. The first phase is the hard one for me, so let's see how this goes. We're in it now. Okay, he doesn't have a whole crap load of health, to be fair. Oh, God. Delay your attack, why don't you? You know, I didn't really want you to do it. Well, we both take chunks of each other's health off. Not fool me once now. I guess you can just fool me 3 times running and it won't really matter because I'm too stupid to learn. Damn, I don't remember how to dodge this guy very well. As you might be able to tell, you know, if you could just give me 2 goddamn seconds. That's all I really require, sir. Okay, thank God he's finally went to another form. Thank God. And it's the friggin' spear form. This is not really good for us mages. Because he can kind of just go, screw you, and then just pull one of those. And he does it, apparently, all the freaking time. But apparently it's not that hard to dodge. So, screw you. And you know, I'm pretty sure you just tracked my ass. Can you just stop doing that? God damn it. That's all you do. Okay, no. No. No, no, no. God damn it. I'm going to kill you, and I'm going to enjoy every fucking second of it. Just every fucking second of it. You have no idea how much I'm going to enjoy this, because I'm not going to get anywhere near the end of this, because your ass just kept spamming the same move over and over again. See, I don't appreciate that, sir. He says that he spams the same move over and over himself, but mine is a fair bit less annoying than his is, to be fair. Okay, you can't argue with that one. Because that one just kind of like stun-locked my ass to the ground, and it was kind of annoying. Oh, God. I was gonna say, he hits me with... Okay, to be fair, I didn't know you could just track that. Mine doesn't track. Why does yours track? Mine doesn't do that. See, I was under the false assumption that we're, like, even. But the game says, no, we're not even. Screw you. We're better than you. It's like, oh yeah, great, that's great. So let's be let's be realistic here. I'm not going to be able to block a damn thing at this point anyway. So let's just, oh god, get away. Just get the hell away from that. Okay, I don't think I've ever seen that before. He's like, Crystal Soul Spear. Screw your Soul Spear. He just throws it up in the air. Am I going to... God! I was going to say, am I going to do it? I don't know. Oh, god damn it. I'm going for it all or nothing, and it's not really good to do that. Oh, please don't dodge this. I know you will. I can't believe you didn't dodge that. Okay, he's going to throw it up. Okay. Can you just not do that? That was a very quick thing. I don't think he'd done the entire fight. If I can get through the first phase, it's done. The first phase is the hard one. I've said that last time, and I'll say it again. The first phase is the dirty one. The second phase is the easy one, provided I don't do anything stupid. I almost had him there. To be fair, if he hadn't dodged one or two of those soul spears, he would have been dead. But I suppose that's the price of a mage. You gotta have, you gotta be able to hit your spells. Otherwise, they aren't worth jack. I'm not summoning anybody because I'm not a quitter. I'm gonna go greedy here. This is probably not gonna work in the first phase. But I'm gonna try it. Try and end it quicker. Okay, that was a new one. Okay, that didn't do nearly as much damage as I wanted it to. Oh god. I gave better than I got. Somehow. Oh god damn it, don't just delay your shit like that. Do you know how to swing a sword the proper way, sir? The answer is no. I just kind of do it my own way. God damn it, Barak. Okay, I kind of hit circle there, and you kind of went, no, you didn't. And I'm like, no, I really did. Fine. You want to be the spear guy? Let's be the spear guy, and I'm just going to do this again. I'm just going to run circles around you again until you learn you... Apparently I'm not, because my stamina was gone, and that was poor stamina management right there. I'm going to kill you, and I really am going to enjoy every second of it. And I'm very surprised I didn't get hit by the one there, and I really should have. Out-heal this. Okay, he says. I'll just kind of do that then. Come on now. Oh god, it's the friggin' Dex thing. Right in the face. Eat that. God damn it. God, no, don't just block my camera like that. No, you don't get to do that. I don't know what... Oh, he's throwing poison. How very quaint. Can you stop rolling? It's like that's like your get out of jail free card, huh? Just roll. I mean, I like the PvP simulator here, but it's not really fun. It never really is fun for a sorcerer, because everybody just kind of rolls through your spells. And it's never really more fun than it is right now. Well, the first phase is almost done. Getting a little bit better at dodging shit now again, finally. That is not the... God damn it. Not the spell I wanted there, but it will work. Boom, shaka. That it was a nuke and a half. Oh god. Let's not waste our spell. Let's wait until the end of it, and now we'll cast that shit. Deflect that. Nope. I got some money to, or got some health to play around with now, sir. Oh god. That was the equivalent of stopping a freight train with a bazooka, and it worked. By God, it worked. One more? Oh yeah, you gotta do it twice in there. You gotta do the stop the freight train twice, except that time it was more like a handgun. Oh, that was some. I'll put some hair on your chest right there. Okay, so time for the secret ending, everybody. For the record, to get this summon sign right here, you need to give the eyes to the Firekeeper. We're going to summon her. But this is not the end. This is not the ending we're going for exactly right here. We're going to do something else. We're going to Backstabber. If you played Demon Souls, you should be familiar with this. Because I never did this. This will be new to me too. I can't wait to see what this does. Hello? Can you destroy the world for me? Or rather, just make it so it's miserable and everybody wants to kill themselves. Thank you. I can't imagine living in torrential night. I don't live in Alaska. Nobody wants to live in Alaska. Except people who do, but they probably doing it just for the subsidies from the government. But anyway, we're getting off topic now. Please make this a dark place now. I thought there was more dialogue in this, but apparently I was wrong. So she's snuffing out the bonfire against her better sense here, I guess out of some misguided sense of loyalty to the player character here. I can't imagine it's because we gave her eyes. She's not really using them. She's still blindfolded, I might add.
The first flame quickly fades. Darkness will shortly settle. But one day, tiny flames will dance across the darkness. Like embers linked by Lord's Pass.
Now you'll notice it's getting right behind your character. You can actually do something right around here, if it'll actually ever give me control here. I hit her, I think. Clipping! Good God, did we just crush her skull with our foot? Or is that her hand? I can't tell because of my dress. I think that's her hand.
Nameless, accursed undead, unfit even to be cinder. And so it is that ash seeketh embers.
Never thought I would use the words, I can't see because of my dress, but I couldn't really see because of my dress there. If I crushed her head or if I crushed her hand. I think I crushed her hand to get the embers. And that's Dark Souls 3, the ending I had never seen before. So if you don't hit her, you actually do get a trophy if you haven't got it before. So if you haven't got that trophy, I recommend you don't hit her there. And yeah, I had a lot of fun doing this. I love Dark Souls 3. A lot of people don't like it. A lot of people might think it's a step backwards in the series. I personally love it. It's always what I wanted from Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 2 is like the redheaded stepchild. The proverbial redheaded stepchild to me. It's fun enough. It's a fine game. It's just, yeah, it's not my thing. But, you know, I did learn a lot about what different playstyles should do during this whole thing. The whole reason I did this, excuse me, was to learn how the Mage playstyle works in Dark Souls 3 and how I think how they designed it. Personally, I think they did pretty well with it. The only problems I have with the Mage playstyle in Dark Souls 3 is you gotta sacrifice everything and your mama to get decent damage. You can't have any freedom of ring slots, otherwise that might be fun. You can't have any different rings. You can't really have any offhand besides maybe one shield, because you have to have the other hand for the dagger. You can have, I guess the only real freedom you have is what you wear and what your right hand. No, you can't really do your right hand weapon either because you're going to be using Logan's Catalyst. So basically there's no freedom if you want to do any kind of damage in Dark Souls 3 Mage. You can argue, well, you don't have to have all the amplification rings on. No, you'll just hit like a wet noodle from a distance. But yeah, sure, why not specialize into wet noodle spec? That'll work. Like, if you're gonna be a mage, you want to go full-on mage. You want to nuke. At least that's what I do. If I'm gonna be a mage, damn it, I'm gonna nuke like hell. But beyond that, I think the speed is really slow. Like, the hardest fight in this entire damned Let's Play. The hardest fight for me was Vort of the frickin' Boreal Valley. Vort should not be the most difficult frickin' fight in this game. And why was he so hard? Because the mage power curve is so abysmally weighted towards the end of the game. The beginning of the game is just terrible. Unless you summon, I guess. But, I mean, an entire playstyle shouldn't be based around in the beginning of you have to summon people, otherwise it's going to be hell on earth. But I guess that's just my opinion. There I go being all logical again. Now, Faith did... You might say, well, what about Faith builds? Well, Faith builds are kind of in the same thing, except Faith builds never really get revved up like the intelligence builds. Faith builds are great for co-op, as are intelligence builds, so they're really kind of the same. Except Faith builds get buffs. That's about the only... You can nuke almost as hard as the Lightning Mage, but it's not as hard as the Lightning Mage. You're like a watered-down regular mage if you go Faith. It's sad but true, and a lot of things on Faith, you have to be melee range to do max damage. It'll get the old blood pumping, but you're a suboptimal mage if you go Faith, in my experiences so far. No, you know, some bosses will just melt, like Nameless King's first phase will just melt as a lightning mage. We're getting off topic now. My point is, the mage archetype in Dark Souls 3 is fine late game. It's just terrible early game. If you can get through the early game as a mage, you will rock the game. Provided you know, are willing to learn the boss fights, because you got to learn them. Especially boss fights like Champion Gundyr or the final fight. The final fight was more of a pain in the ass than I thought it would be, just because I forgot how hard he chases you. But if, to be fair, in the final one, I kind of got lucky twice. But, I mean, I don't think I would have gotten through those nearly as much if I hadn't done a run prior in my melee run. So, because I wouldn't know how to dodge them. If you don't know how to dodge, it's terrible as a mage. Because as you saw, blocking is just kind of a no-no past a certain point with only 10 endurance and a +9 shield, or +8 shield, I forget which I had, but... Bottom line, I guess I just wish mages had more choices in what you could wear. Like, I don't mind wearing the Dust Crown. I like the Dust Crown. I like the way it looks, but... You know, I just wish I didn't have to wear all 4 rings. I could maybe get away with getting rid of the Sage ring and put on the Sword ring. The Sword whatever ring, but... I mean, some of those casts are freaking long if you don't have a bunch of dexterity, which, of course, I don't, because I'm a mage, so I have to almost wear it, so, I mean... I don't know, I just wish I could wear different rings as a mage, but I can see why they didn't. They're like, you gotta specialize in damage. Personally, I think mages should specialize in damage innately, not have to wear a bunch of rings on top of it, but there I go being all crazy again. And with my old school archetype ideas from the old D&D days. But, you know, it's fine the way it is. It's not horrifically underpowered. It's not overpowered, no matter what people will say. To be overpowered, you have to give up all your ring slots. You have to give up you have to give up your offhand. You have to give up your main hand. And you have to give up your helmet. Basically, the only freedom you have if you go with the quote OP build is your chest piece, your arms, and your legs. And maybe a shield if you feel frisky. That's it. That's my main complaint I have with the mage playstyle in Dark Souls 3. It's still, like I said, perfectly viable. Make no mistake. I'm not saying it's not, you can't do anything with it. You can certainly do it. I showed you, but Dark Souls 3 is heavily weighted, it seems like, toward quality builds, which is fine, but you know, the other builds kind of get shafted, and I really wish they would balance it a bit better in the next game. I really do. Like, longswords should not be as powerful as they are now. They should be, like, you know, easy to use, but not terribly powerful. I mean, I'm just getting on to like a a critique of Dark Souls 3 here, and the credits are over, jackass, so you should probably stop talking now. Anyway, guys, next will probably be my Darkest Dungeon Let's Play tomorrow. Now I'm going to be doing that. No. I'm going to be doing that in a different format. Normally I do things one at a time. I'm going to be doing it in, if you're watching Northern Lion or any of the other big YouTubers, I'm going to be doing it in the same pattern of, like, mass recordings. So, or probably. That's probably what I'm going to do. So if you give me advice in that playthrough, and I don't heed it right off the bat, it's probably because I was recording, you know, ahead of time. And it's not because I'm ignoring you, it's because of that. So, thank you guys very much for watching, and if I have to give one final, that's a hell of a thing to say, one final piece of advice for being a mage, it's, you just gotta, well, I get, there is no real big final piece of advice, is there? Well, it's just basically you gotta just, okay, I'll give the one piece of advice I give most people. Just go into a boss fight and dodge, and memorize the boss's moves. Once you know their moves and you know how to dodge it, as a mage, it is very, very easy to kill them, because all you gotta do is stand at a distance, Great Soul Arrow, repeatedly, and boom. If you can find longer times to cast Crystal Soul Spear, all the better. But, I mean, as a mage, you gotta know how to dodge, first and foremost. If you can't dodge, you die. But thank you guys very much for watching, and I will wish you all very good luck out there in your magely pursuits out in the world of... Oh my god, I forgot the name of it. I forgot that. I was going to say Lord Drone. I'm like, no, that's Dark Souls 1. Out in the world of Dark Souls 3. That's what we're going to have to go with because I forgot the name. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully I shall see you next series. Farewell, everyone. Until then.